welcome to the Universim. Since the last time I played this game, there has been, let's just say, a lot of changes. They recently released version apparently 0.0.39, which is a major update to the game. As far as I've been able to tell, they've gone from alpha into beta. So, yeah. And the planet size has increased massively as well since then. And there is so much more content. I should mention that I am using this eye blink reminder training exercise thing up, so occasionally I might get distracted, but that's fine. The other thing I should mention is that I'm going to use my Patreon naming list for this, and also some of the, or rather all of the moderators in our Discord are present in the naming list. But I will only name for the first generation or so, and some of them might have had a slight change in well, you'll see what I mean. Also, please do not try to think too much about the implications of certain aspects here. So with that said, thank you very much for that. This should probably be quite amusing. Let's just start with new life. Nuggets experience a steep decline in work ethic following a fatal accident. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Nuggets are the people, by the way. You can generate more resources by using creator powers. Aha.
Wake up. Wake up, creator.
Oh, wait.
This is the beginning of your story. It starts with nothing. Nothing but an infinite void. However, you, with a single touch, can awaken the light.
Boom.
And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Life. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet, this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a bare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
That would be slightly terrifying, but yeah. Okay, let's try to find a location that looks good for a starting area. We need water. This is a rather large lake. I'm not sure if this is fresh water. This might be fresh water. Because we need wood and stone, but stone is plentiful in the area. This might be a good location, actually. How is the food resource situation here? We have some mangrove fruit, some crystalline crab apples, some fruits with the name Bloody Diarrhea. That sounds like a pleasant meal. And a brain plum. There's also some... I think that's a wolf. Okay, well, this looks like an okay-ish start. There are more resources down here, and we get water here, so let's place our epicenter here. Are you sure you want to place your evolution tower here? Yes.
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called nuggets, largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
Well, clearly we need to rename them. So, Adahi...
Nuggets are all unique to one another. Although there are some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
Well, yeah. Okay, so we have renamed them. It is Kos and Caledorn, who will be the progenitors of this new species. We need a water wheel, and we also need the older one toolkit as quickly as possible. Water wheel. Water controls the ebb and flow of your civilization. This precious resource has many uses, either making its way into the daily operation of buildings or, more importantly, keeping your busy nuggets alive and well. Water is something that will always be needed, so it is important to get ahead of the wave while you can. And this gives us the ability to build a water pump.
This is quite a beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you?
We also need dug wells, so we can get water storage. And we need the older
cogs are turning.
Older one toolkit, so we can get engineers. Okay, the dug well. Water pits bring water nearer to your workers, which in turn leads to higher productivity. It completely cuts out the usual travel time required to collect this vital resource. Now you'll just need to find a way to stop nuggets from chatting around the water hole for too long. And the water storage. You must be feeling quite comfortable with the current state of your civilization. You've got water, food, and all the other prerequisites for a bright future. However, have you put much thought into what you'll do if the supply of these vital resources came to an abrupt halt? It's time to start thinking about storing emergency supplies. The reservoir will store excess water for those not-so-rainy days. It gives us the ability to build a water reservoir. Then the older one toolkit. You can do a lot with a stone axe, but it's undeniably better for more destructive tasks. When it comes to building or repairing things, more sophisticated tools are required, like a variety of hammers. And this upgraded stone toolkit contains everything a nugget needs to fix a few holes in buildings and keep most structures from toppling over. The act of hammering things until they start working forms the foundation of engineering. This gives us a might increase +1. I have no idea what that does. It gives us some nugget accessories, which I believe are hammers, and it also gives us the option to build an engineer's hut. And finally, we will put fire into the research queue. Few discoveries are as important as fire. It is one of the major building blocks upon which future innovations will be built. It also has the added bonus of improving the quality of food in your civilization. However, whether or not you can trust nuggets with fire is another discussion entirely. So, we have 5 things in our research queue. I'm going to do that quite frequently. To rotate the camera like this, it's right-click in this game, and I'm so used to that being on the middle button, but the middle button is for using creator points, of which we have 27. Now, Kos and Caledina are hard at work chopping trees and gathering rocks so they can build their first house. There is the game speed. I'm amused by the fact that we need to research hammers, because that clearly looks like a hammer, and I hope that Caledina isn't building their home with an axe. Ah, they're both building now.
That message looked important.
The Book of Love. Dear Creator, we don't mean to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all of the work with just the 2 of us. Is there any way we can expand our civilization? Maybe bring in a few extra helping hands? I sincerely hope there is an easy way of going about this, one that does not involve months of discomfort and weird cravings followed by hours of excruciating pain. Kind regards, well, I guess Caledina and not Elu. So we need to use the Le Cupidon creator power to increase the population of our civilization, and we'll receive 2 believers as a reward for that.
I didn't think you knew anything about reproduction, Creator.
Well, thank you for the confidence. You can make 2 nuggets fall in love by connecting them with your Le Cupidon power, which is excellent for increasing the population. You can do so by selecting the power via the blah blah blah, and then we need to hold down left control to actually click the power or use the power. Let's make them...
Oh, they look so cute together.
Caledina and Kos are getting married. Those poor fools! They are now in love, and their faith in you has increased.
One day, when you're older, I'll explain how nugget babies are made.
Okay, thank you for that. I'll just let them do their thing. Meanwhile, we can have a look at the nice, cute animals.
Oh, would you look at that? A little baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
So, dear Creator, we are struggling to agree on names for our little ones.
Is this really what you want to spend your time doing?
Yes. Kos keeps wanting to call them something trivial like stick and stone, and I'm about ready to break his bones. I suggested some more appropriate names, but he believes I'm trying too hard. Can you please help us settle this argument? Love, Caledina. So help Cos and Caledina name the newborn nuggets.
All right then, let's call them something silly.
No. So first of all, we'll have Peps here. 2 males. Did I get 2 males? That is rather inconvenient. No. So this will be Sydney. Where did the other one go? There. And this will be Peps. Here we go. Now, while they are busy growing up, we need to build a water pump. Let's build up there. And we also need to build a well. They don't have to walk all the way over there to get their water. But we don't want to build that on top of the nice food plants there. So let's build the well here. No, I can't. How about... yeah, no, of course I can't because it isn't green. How about there then? That works. And we also need an archive. Can build that on the other side of the evolution building. Like so. And that is so we can save the game. Speed things up a bit again. So we have 2 adults, or adults, and 2 kids, I believe. Yep. And we have 20 food, which is a bit on the low side. Probably going to run into issues with that eventually. Ah, godlight. We have a bear roaming around here. Last night Cos dreamed that he was a whale. He woke up... something. Now he's on his way to find some good materials. There's a wolf as well. This place requires more rocks. There are plenty of them all around here.
The summer sun is excellent for slow roasting a few nuggets.
Yes, and don't forget to build a reservoir before winter comes.
Your civilization grows stronger with every item you research, creator.
Yes. Reservoirs store excess water generated by water pumps. When supply is insufficient or completely offline, such as when pumps freeze in winter, reservoirs will keep your civilization running. So we need to set up one of those as well. Can I fit that in between the buildings here? Maybe? Yep. Keep an eye out for the icons above the buildings, like this one. They will indicate the status of the building, which also, is in this case, means that a nugget needs to be assigned to that building. We need an archivist. Ah, Peps and Sydney have grown up. Let's make
I always
Cos
knew
our
that
archivist.
Nugget would rise to greatness. Well, before their career plateaus as assistant manager or something.
Let's pair these 2 up.
Love is in the air.
Yes, Sydney and Peps are getting married. Those poor fools. First of all, they're busily building the water wheel. guess we can speed up to 1.5x. We have a lot of buildings that need to be constructed. I hope that doesn't tear down these crystalline crab apples. That would be heresy. Of course, we do have the bloody diarrhea fruit, but I'm not sure that's... does say food, but I have slight suspicions that it might not be easily digestible. Just a hunch.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless. Someone just drank from the lake again, Creator. They'll never learn.
Can I make you healthy by doing this? Yes. Unlocked Anticity Alley. Of course it's back in good health. Everyone is happy. I probably should have read that quest before...
That nugget isn't looking too good. I don't think purple bumps are very common.
No, I agree. The older one toolkit is done. They removed the food. Silly nuggets. We have completed the research of fire. Okay, so we have primitive cooking. But first of all, we have fishing. Following the initial discovery that some waterborne creatures have the ability to eat nuggets, your civilization has come up with a much safer way to catch the friendlier, more delicious variety of fish. This new industry, called fishing, will supply your civilization with a steady stream of seafood. It probably would have been a good idea to invent life jackets first, but they'll figure that out soon enough. That allows us to build a fishing hut. And then we have primitive cooking. The ability to cook will undoubtedly shake the culinary world to its very foundations. Cooked meals will improve the health and happiness of nuggets who stop by. The quality of food isn't what anyone would call fantastic, but what can you really expect from a chain restaurant? Nugget hunger reduced by 5%, and we can build an eatery. I'm not sure if we need utensils just yet. Down here we have casoning, or casoning. While the name reads as though it was uttered by a nugget having a seizure, yes, the caison is a brilliant method of improving structural integrity when digging deep holes. Right now, it's a crude implementation of the system, but it will allow for the construction of your civilization's very first well. Guess we need that, actually. Then we have shamanism. Coming down with a cold can be a pretty terrible thing, but a visit to the shaman may or may not be even worse. However, they are the only hope your nuggets have right now. Whether it's a bout of the sniffles or total organ failure, nuggets now have the medical prowess to deal with at least one of those conditions. That gives us witch doctors, and plus 5 years to the nuggets' lifespan. We should also get storage areas. Gathering vast quantities of resources often leads to the age-old problem of getting what you want but having nowhere to put it. Warehouses are the solution. They offer nuggets a designated location to store everything they gather.
You look a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time. On your own, without bothering me.
Well, thank you. That is very friendly of you. Okay.
Ah, the wonders of biological life. It is truly, truly disgusting.
Do not disturb. I guess Peps and Sydney are busily making new nuggets for us. Yumba has skidded into existence. What? You guys... Where did the other ones come from? Nuggets report that the well is fully operational. There's stuff going on here as well.
What is it you're hoping to see exactly?
No, nothing. Just checking that everything is okay. Oh, there's a nugget. Yumba. This will almost have to be Miss Matrix. I'm going to play tag later. Can't wait. And here's another nugget. This will be Therion Dracos. Ah. The Therion will have to suffice then. And here they're building a temple. What is... Like, can I see what the current season is? Well, they haven't complained about it turning into autumn yet, so I guess it's still summer. It's kind of weird that it doesn't say the season there, but okay. Everyone is believing in me. That's something. That temple appears to have a flaw. It doesn't contain any tentacles. And apparently it's raining.
The trees must be undergoing significant stress. They've started to go bald.
Fall has begun. Gravity, do your thing. Yeah. We have all of these. Nuggets report that the reservoir is fully operational. Excellent. Now we do need an engineer's hut. That is actually very important. Before I place that thing down, what is this? It's just some random stuff. So yeah, we need an engineer's hut. And the big circle you can see is the influence area of the engineer's hut, so that's good. Let's build that there. Yeah, this looks like a pleasant place. Let's make Caledina the first high priest. And all buildings need to be maintained by engineer nuggets. So apparently we have some building that is in a bad shape. Yeah, it's this one. But we can fix that with rejuvenate. Until the engineers are done, I mean. The reservoir is being filled up. Good. And I also think that Miss Matrix and Therion have grown up. So where's the other one? Oh. Miss Matrix and Therion just formed a family. I had no hand in that, I promise. At least the bears are friendly-ish, at least. Caledina is here preaching the way of the tentacle. and her throat is so dry that it's like gargling nails. Oh well.
I can see how that research could be useful, Creator. I'm picturing nuclear waffle irons, or maybe some kind of automated back scratcher. Stop me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong, but nuclear waffle irons would be fun. We need a fishing pier. Can I build that? Yes, I can build that
Did
there.
you know that some fish can be eaten raw? However, if it slaps you once or twice across the face, you know it's not quite ready for consumption yet.
I have no further comment on that. Then we have the eateries. Should probably build one of those as well. Hey, come on. There we go. We need an engineer. Peps, you are immune. Workaholics. That's nice. Miz, how about you become an engineer?
Are you sure that nugget's up to the task?
Yeah, no, but let's hope Miz is up to the task. It would be beneficial for the entirety of Nuggethood. Oh, emergency message from Sydney. Dear Creator, I'm begging you for help. Our family is in complete shambles. Our little baby boy, Anophis, was playing outside just a minute ago. I usually have my eye on him, but I got distracted by our neighbor's lizard barking for the 5th time today. I keep telling them to put it in the other yard. When I looked back, Anophis was gone. One of the couriers says they saw him chasing a butterfly into the woods. There are wolves in there. My wife? Interesting. Is going to kill me. Please bring my Anophis back to us safe and sound. I will be eternally grateful. Also, if you're feeling generous, we'd really appreciate better neighbors. Sincerely, your followers. This one is...
Hope you find more than just bones, Creator. Every nugget counts.
This quest is a bit annoying, because I apparently cannot just use the automated search function for this. And finding that nugget is quite the chore. I remember there was some way that it could be done. I'll just pause the recording while I quickly look that up, because there is a simple way to do this, I think. Okay, so apparently we can take a look at the... No, not that one. Here he is, and we will be taken to him. How the heck did you manage to get all the way up there? Can I... No, that's not the right god power. I want telekinesis. Why aren't you changing?
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
Faith has entered your world with your new follower. Well, that's nice. Yeah, you're almost home. So, boop. Ah, we get the Cupidon Park. Sydney is overjoyed to have Anophis back safe and sound. My Anophis is home. He's a bit shaken, and we're still trying to get those stains out of his underpants, but at least he's safe. I can never thank you enough. Well, we can't have him being named Anophis, so tune fix. Doing nothing. Sleeping as well? How horribly inefficient. Kaizoning is completed. You guys really need to finish that fishing pier because you're out of food, you know? I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No. I was just passing by, honestly. You can upgrade building that have the... I like this no icon present here. Icon above them. So if there's an icon above a building, you can upgrade it. They're referring to this one. A new nugget by the name Shutombo has arrived. Simply click on the button and select the upgrade button to get started. So let's upgrade the well. And Shutombo is a female, so this will be Kelsey.
Nuggets were unable to find a coat big enough to fit the water pumps. As a result, they've frozen solid. I hope you have water stored somewhere, Creator.
I think we do. Should be all good. Ah, we have 4 children now. There's another female. That will be Al-Nilana. This is a male, so that will be Betabyte. Caledina just had a birthday, it would appear.
I was just about to compliment you on your fantastic new ice sculptures. But then I realized those were just frozen nuggets.
Oh dear. Winter is coming, I guess. And they have very little food, so... Oh, they've actually harvested that fruit. Town Hall, an ancient burial, and grass weaving. Grass weaving is probably useful. Having only 2 hands is really limiting the work potential of nuggets. This is most noticeable when it comes to carrying things. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late to alter their physical structure. It would be a bit disconcerting to spontaneously grow a few extra limbs. Why? That they could spontaneously grow a few tentacles. Instead, let them put their creative side to use and design some kind of bag. How uncreative, and they could have just grown tentacles. Then we have cooking utensils. It didn't take long for chefs to realize that using their hands to cook food over a hot fire is not the most optimal approach. Proper tools will go a long way in speeding up cooking times, largely because it removes the element of fear. Reduces the time of food cooking by 2 seconds. And then cooking oils. The food produced by eateries, while mostly palatable, is known to be a bit burned and flavorless, making its consumption rather difficult. Nuggets often toss a few morsels of their daily meals into nearby plants and bushes to avoid eating the nasty parts. By incorporating cooking oils and a few more tricks, the quality of food can be improved tenfold. Nuggets will finally be able to enjoy meals in their entirety. Yeah, cooking oils have that effect on most foods. Nugget hunger needs reduced by 10%. Let's put that into the queue. Ah, someone just grew up. And presents are spawning out of the ground. Very pleasant music. The fishing pier is complete, so we need to assign someone to... Ah, they've researched shamanism as well. We need someone to be a fisherman. Chufix, how about you become our resident fishing person? They're building the eatery there, and someone else just grew up, so you all know what that means. Where are you guys? There and there. Kelsey and Tunefix just formed a family. Someone else also just grew up. So these two...
I couldn't possibly imagine a better couple.
I agree. That would be... Alnilana and Betabyte. They're preparing for a date, which apparently involves building a home together. But let that be my final act as the creator in this episode. I hope that you enjoyed this. And I also hope that you will be enjoying the continuation. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.